Thanks to you for giving us this opportunity. So BLU J AERO, we are trying to make aviation simple and sustainable. What we mean by that? So what we mean by that is we are on a mission to make aviation simple, sustainable by reducing the travel time for both cargo and passengers by at least 3 times compared to whatever is fastest available today. And within this, what we see is the major inefficiency in aviation exists in destinations which are about like 500 kilometers apart, and that is what we are mainly targeting. And our vision is to build a global aerospace company from India, build from India and serve the world, serve the problems of the world. And we are found by ex-Boeing, Skyroot and GE professionals. And the total core team that we come with total like 100 plus years of deep domain expertise with all the aspects of building an aircraft. Yeah, and so what we're actually trying to develop and how we're trying to solve this problem is by developing vertical takeoff and landing aircraft which can serve long distances and large payloads. So we are awarded grants from IIT Tirupati, Government of India and even Telangana government, and this is what made us kickstart our whole journey. And I'm happy to share that right now we even closed our initial round of seed funding. So we are going to launch our product soon in the next couple of years. So we are developing our aircraft again with hydrogen electric propulsion system, which is one of the key things. And why we had to go for hydrogen is mainly to give the meaningful range and payload that actually solves some of these problems that we're trying to solve. And we could have gone for an IC-powered hybrid aircraft engine with battery and IC, but why we have chosen hydrogen again is we want to be future. So we know that IC is going to work maybe for the initial 1-2 years, but in the long run, when we are going to be out in the market, even with our larger products, we don't want to be obsolete and we want to be competing and contribute to even the climate change as well. So the team that is going to build, it's myself and Uttam, we are the co-founders. I come from 15 years of experience in aerospace industry and Uttam comes from 15 years aerospace industry as well. And I served as manufacturing engineering director for the first ever private rockets that were built in India at Skyroot Aerospace before this. And Uttam comes from Boeing. And then we have right mix of people who comes from expertise in aerospace strategic roles like Pawan. And we have people in R&D like Dr. Subba Reddy and Mr. Padma Shri Gnana Gandhi, so who comes with depth of expertise in technology of building aircraft. So the products that we are starting with BLU J AERO, which is an autonomous cargo aircraft which can carry like 130 kgs of payload for 500 kilometers of range. This is going to be fully autonomous. And the reason why we are first coming with this is we are already building a prototype, which we have started working on it for more than a year now. And we are extending this prototype to be a commercial product because we have seen huge market for cargo, which is readily out there even before passengers. So we'll be entering with this, which will help us enter the market fast, which help us work with the regulators very initially around the globe, and which will help us to learn even the reliability of our aircraft ourselves more. And then eventually the whole vision is to go to a passenger aircraft which can carry 10 passengers over a range of 800 kilometers. That is going to be there by like 2030. The business model is mainly like want to stick to mainly building and selling the aircraft, but us being one of the pioneers in the kind of product that we're trying to build, we see that we have to work very closely with our customers in terms of operations as well initially, but in the long run we'll be going to be mainly the aircraft selling and all the leasing and services that come with it. And our main targets is regional airlines, cargo and logistics, defense, and of course the small part will be personal jets and enterprise. So journey so far, as I said, we have started building the prototype almost more than a year ago, and we are very close to completing building our prototype, and we'll be doing the first flight demonstration of the prototype in Q2 of this year. And we have done all the ground testing so far. We are putting together all the parts, building it ourselves and assembling the aircraft. And the other main thing what we wanted to say here is, as I said, since we closed our initial round of funding as well, we started working on the commercial aircraft also, and we see like by 2025 is when we see the first ever aircraft to be flying the commercial version of it. So to end, we see apart from India, Australia being one of very big markets for us. In fact, one of my cousin actually runs a logistics service, aviation logistics service in Australia. So he talks a lot about, he always tells that you have to come down to Australia to see the real demand here. So we are planning to make a trip to Australia very soon because we see that as the biggest market outside of India to start with. And we'll be very happy to get in touch with anybody who can connect us to the right people there. Thank you very much.